know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard, when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the gallo? Boy, you, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot, look at me. Stylish, masterpiece, body, done. Hey,
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, it's all a finesse. Boy, you, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot, look at me. Stylish, masterpiece, body, done.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. Step on, spin, move, and zone, scope. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin, move, and zone, scope. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hear
Step on, spin, move, and zone, scope. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin, move, and zone, scope. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
putting it down for that. Time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now.
Well, the hope was that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's an Indian summer afternoon, perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald. Caught by Nelson left side.
McDonald's back.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Now Leonard Fournette. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Fournette on the carry.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Fournette on the toss to the right. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 29 yards. First down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down right.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's McDonald. That is caught at the 7. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
At the 6-yard line.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's McDonald to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You. 19 right. Show it up. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
From the gun on 3rd down. McDonald. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Jacksonville.
Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Jaguars 7, Buccaneers nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. McDonald sets to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained. That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity late.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. On the draw, this is Fournette, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, McDonald into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So, from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Nixon. That ball complete to Isabella. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw on second down, Nixon. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Josh Lambo.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon. And guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
At the 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Nixon. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
8-yard line.
Off the bootleg, Nixon. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
From 8 yards out, and the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Here's nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
At the 24.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, McDonald. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Nelson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun on third down. McDonald. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And Fournette with a first down carry as he works his way forward for a nice pickup of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McDonald. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing on first down, Nixon. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 12 yards there and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Nixon. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Operating from the gun, Nixon. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
3-yard line.
From the gun, McDonald. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. McDonald. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
10 at the 49-yard line.
I don't want to see what's served, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me,
this offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The final shot before break. McDonald, that's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 16 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Nixon. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
On 1st and 10, Nixon. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
And a Jaguar first down.
On the give, this is their fullback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On second down now, Pittman. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. But the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Lambo will put this one through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run with Fournette. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down, McDonald. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Nixon looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Devin White on the tackle.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Nixon. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
On second down, Pittman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On third down, Nixon. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And this one is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Nixon. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Now left side on the swing pass. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. McDonald going deep this time for Miller. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McDonald. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. He's at the 30, the 20.
Another day,
Touchdown,
another dog.
Jaguars. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars continue to roll.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
The 34-yard line.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. On first down. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
On the play. First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead. You give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pittman. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
2 yards. And it's 3rd.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Nixon. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return will stop right around the 25. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Throwing again. McDonald. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
At the 50-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And a Jaguar 1st down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pittman. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
30-yard line. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Jacksonville.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Jags, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.